the DNVR show. What is up, everybody, and welcome into the pregame lounge. Do we not have any energy? All right, by those a vibe check. There was,
well, I mean, I don't feel, we've gone over this before. Like, you're not. This is like level set. We're not reacting.
We went over this before. We had a conversation about it.
Yeah, we've done this online on the show like 4 times. You're like, well, I guess there's no energy. And we're like, we're not reacting to anything.
All right, I guess you're right.
5 seconds.
I guess you're right. We are presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook out there.
Lasers.
Energy.
Use promo code DNVR. Download it right now. Have it ready. Have your phone in your hand, your fingertips ready to open it up, because we're going to be giving you some can't miss. Actually, I got to make good. I lost people money, and it makes me feel really bad. I was over 2, I think, of my suggested bets.
I lost myself money, which also makes me
I
feel
also
pretty
lost
bad.
myself money. So
you got to be prepared if you're going to be in the sports betting game. You're not going to win every time. It's all about winning more than you lose.
Thank you. That's good advice. Makes me feel a lot better. I got Brendan. I've got D-Line. I've got Superstar Dev.
Hey, how are you, fellas?
What's up, guys?
Going a little fast today. So the Nuggets now taking on the Wizards for the second time in 2 weeks, really a week and a half. And some interesting game notes. One in particular that I know just gets everybody hyped.
Yeah, so we'll start with the injury report.
Okay.
Exciting news today, friends. PJ Dozier is out. This isn't
That's
the exciting news.
Gary Harris, Paul Millsap, Michael Green, usual suspects,
out,
all still out, except
Greg Whittington's out.
Adam. Greg Whittington has been upgraded to questionable. I think as of now, he is active.
What?
I think Greg Whittington is playing tonight.
What?
Let's do
The Tooth Fairy. Santa Claus.
For Wizards?
Yes, for the Denver Nuggets.
In all seriousness, though, this is great news.
Awesome.
Like, I'm excited. Even if he doesn't get into the game tonight, I'm a little bit excited because it feels like a little bit closer. And honestly, what a good night for him to get into the game. There's nobody healthy.
That's true. And you know, maybe with Davis Bertans out and a better rest situation this time around, the Nuggets can take care of this in 3 quarters, and we get to see Greg play some minutes. Who knows?
Holy smokes. My heart just skipped a beat.
Where would Greg Whittington check into the game rank on things you would wish for this game?
Actually, pretty low. I would like Greg Whittington.
He's such
to
a
be
phony.
Like,
he only pretends to like Greg Whittington.
No, I gotta be. So my thing with Greg Whittington, I mean, it's become a hilarious bit, and we've all enjoyed it.
Very hilarious.
But the thing is that we all hear about how the Nuggets don't have the personnel to be a defensively oriented team, and Greg Whittington is literally just a defensive player. Like, that's why he was brought here. So I'm excited at the prospect that he is somebody that kind of the role that Zeke Naji is finding himself in, where he can actually be matched up on the other team's like dominant offensive player, and it could actually, bear some fruit for the Nuggets. But I don't think he's practiced with the team. Like, I don't think it's going to be a great move.
Even Eric can pour a glass of cold water on this.
Well, all right.
I would like to see, sorry to cut you off, but I would really like to see, like, if it's the same person that we interviewed at Media Day, or if they
got
just
an
kind of
imposter, Greg.
grab a random guy and say, there he goes. And he just had, like, just do the smile.
Do the smile.
And then we're like, oh, that's him. Look at Steve.
That looks a
Look at him.
lot like Devon Akun-Purcell, but that's, we'll see.
So the odds, I guess, I take it, are like super low. It's not. You guys don't feel like he's going to get in tonight?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, probably
I
not.
mean, that's a garbage time. So I hope he gets in.
Yeah. Well, I will say, in the pregame show, he was asked. Michael Malone was asked about Greg Whittington, and the thing that he said, I actually like this. There's coach speak. You sometimes have to really read between the lines or read the tea leaves on this. But what he said was, you could tell that guy has played a lot of basketball. And what I like about that comment is, what he's saying is that he knows what to do. Like, he's a veteran. He's a rookie veteran, a la a Campazzo. Yeah. And I just like that, because the role they need him for is a guy that knows how to play basketball, not knows how to score buckets, not how to do this.
Versus RJ, who's a rookie.
Yeah.
Rookie.
Malone's doing a lot of teaching, I think, this year.
Yeah, a lot of teaching. All right, what other notes do we have? We have a starter.
We have the starters,
Let's do it.
So it's going to be Jamal Murray, Monte Morris,
Greg Whittington,
William B. Buckets III, Michael Porter Jr., and surprise, Nikola Jokic starting at center.
Nice. What about on Washington
Yeah,
side?
so this is actually the best news of the night, guys. Davis Bertans, he's out tonight.
He's out of there.
That's an error. He's joining Ish Smith, another Nuggets killer, who's out tonight, and Thomas Bryant, who is out as well. So, stars aligning, hopefully, for a revenge game for the Nuggets. Honestly, just taking Bertans alone out of this game, I feel that much better.
How many? Bertans scored 18 points, more than that. What did he score?
He had
like
9-3.
9-3.
That's right. Like 35 or something like
That's
that.
right.
Yeah,
that was
He was like
that was
8 for eight
hurtful.
from the line,
That was
too.
hurtful.
Well, that's great news. So Nuggets, I feel like with Bertans out and Ish Smith, they still have their two best players, Beal and Westbrook. So they still have like the top heavy star power, but Bertans being out to me really changes the equation here. And this is a game I will go ahead and upgrade from Denver, like slight favorites. Denver needs to. I would go from Denver should win to Denver needs to win.
From the Washington perspective, remember Gary Harris returned for the adductor strain in this game. Guarded Bradley Beal, did a good job. Then he re-aggravated that adductor in the fourth, asked to be pulled. So if you're from the Washington perspective, no Gary on Bradley Beal, they're probably also feeling that much better about the matchup.
Beal and Monte and Murray versus Beal and Westbrook is a little be interesting.
That'll be fun, man. I'm excited for the game, like from like just fantasy and stats proportion. Like it's going to be like not much defense played. That's going to be fun, but also taking away a shooter that just opens up the floor and really just got himself going against the Nuggets and Bertans. Like that's just going to be fun just to see interior game, and the Nuggets actually like match up well against guys that can't shoot.
Yeah, perfect. All right, let's move on to NBA Top Shots, guys. If you don't know about, there's a hard left here. Yeah, right. Real hard left. If you guys don't know, this is the thing that's sweeping the nation.
I feel swept.
I feel very swept. I'm serious. So today there was supposed
Adam
to be
like really into this, by the way. It's like he's not pumping your tires.
Well, I'm so into it. I have one. I got gifted. Big shouts to the homie Mike Wilson. He hooked me up, man. He gave me a Compazzo missed layup, Jermichael Green putback dunk. It's actually like on a highlight scale, it's like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, it sounds like
it's pretty funny, but it's mine. It's mine. So like I own that. I license and own that highlight. Nobody else owns that highlight.
Can you like lend it to me for like an afternoon or something?
I'll let you look at it. I'll let you look at it.
Can I touch it?
If you don't know, so this is what NBA Top Shot is like Bitcoin, but instead of the coin, it's a NBA highlight. So whereas the coin, the Bitcoin has no value, right? It's just like we all agree upon it, and this or that. There's a system in place to make it so that it can't be replicated or whatever. With NBA Top Shot, you take it, an NBA highlight, officially licensed by the NBA Players Association and NBA, and then you can become an owner of it. So if there's a highlight, you can buy the NBA Top Shot, which is like buying ownership. Dude. Now, does that mean people say, well, that's dumb? You just go on the internet and look at a highlight? It's true. You don't own like every copy of it, but there is one official, and you own that one.
Dude, when I was a child, many years ago,
my God.
Yeah.
I was very interested in sports cards, and I would every month I would buy the Beckett Monthly to find out what the value of the cards that I owned was, and I came to realize as an adult that was just like little junior stock market.
It really was,
and it's all the same thing. I mean, these pieces of cardboard have no intrinsic value,
right?
Neither does American U.S. paper money, but we all decide it's worth something, and then you just check every month. I'd get it, I'd look, I'd be like, Dikembe Mutombo, let's go, baby.
People don't realize how slow the world moved back in the day.
Yeah.
When you was like, you waited for the magazine, then you bought the magazine, you got home, you opened it up, and then you had to find the page, you had to look for the guy, like, hold on, how come I can't find? Oh,
how'd you guys get anything?
20 minutes later, you found your card, and it was 6 cents.
We didn't get anything done. But the point is that like people like to create little economies and play the game of money, and this is just another way to play the game of money, but just with like this thing that they've invented that just uses the same technology as Bitcoin and all of these cryptocurrencies. It's just like makes it more fun, and it also in a way allows you to rank the best highlights of all time, because
in a way,
because then they will appreciate and so I gotta imagine your highlight of the missed free throw
it's in demand. I'm telling you, it's in demand. It's very in demand. I'm not letting go of that thing for anything south of $100.
I'm not trying to pry it loose, so
but the idea here's what's cool about it, and so it is like baseball cards where some they'll make 1,000, but mine probably one of 1,000. Like people just throw that highlight away. I don't know, it's like a collector. But there are some that are very rare, only 1, 2, maybe 10 made, right?
Yeah.
And so we're sitting here thinking for tonight, if you were to get, because you don't get you buy a pack and it's random and you open it up and you're like,
they just have to use the same nomenclature. A pack, you open. It's all it's just like the icon of a camera in a floppy disk for save.
Yeah.
Like, floppy disks don't exist anymore. We're used to that.
Oh, right, but we are used to
it. But so this idea of opening a pack of Top Shot, not tied to anything in reality.
But how old are you?
27. Thanks for asking.
So he's a little older, because I saw this on lights the other day where somebody said, "Can you mimic taking a picture? What does it look like when you mimic it? Can you do this?"
It would be like
that's how you would do it. Isn't that wild?
Right.
Because you go like this. You take a picture like this. But if you grew up before you actually ever had to do this, or after, I mean, then you would just be like this. It's really wild.
But you buy a pack, you open the pack.
You open the pack, and you don't know what you're going to get. But
I think we're just explaining the concept of time now.
Yeah. Now I want to ask, if you could have a Nuggets top shot, what would it be? A single moment.
There has to be a rule to this, right? Like how far back can we go?
We said modern era, like the Jokic era. So we're really thinking about this era. But if you got one from back in the day, man, bring it on. I'll hear it.
I've got like 15.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I want to hear which one you would pick, though. Your number one.
My number one.
Your white whale.
The Thomas Welsh 3 with the hang loose.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Easily my number one.
That one's not worth a lot of money, but you know what it is? You're right. That is a good one. Yeah.
It's all right. He's young.
That would actually be a great... See, this is what I'm saying. Like, nobody else on earth wants that one, but if Vogt had a little collection... Thomas Welsh doesn't even want it.
Drive the market up.
That's a great one for you.
Thanks, man. A good moment, but isn't it like worth nothing?
It is worth nothing. He's not... This is what I appreciate about Vogt. Yeah. He's a true artist. Doesn't care about the value of his art.
Vogt himself, worth nothing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, Deb, what do you got? If you picked an NBA top shot, and by the way, in the comments, let us know what you would pick too. If you could have a moment that you personally own, that you got to own the highlight of.
So if I had to go back in the past, it has to do with somebody that's on the team right now. It would be Carmelo Anthony's dunk on Paul Millsap, the "I'm back" moment.
Oh,
that would be my moment, and I know it would make
you would make a lot of money on that one.
A ton of money. If I had to go to like the new age. I would probably go with the Gary Harris, the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Just for the entire moment. I hope I stole that from him. For the entire moment, the crowd. Yeah. Like I hope that it just pans across the entire arena and shows everybody's reaction.
And you're able to see me getting lightheaded up in the third row.
Everything. Like I think that would be my moment.
That was such a perfect moment, man. It really was. All the way from Gary running out of the tunnel. Do you guys remember the Nuggets PR Cody? Our guy Cody running after him to grab him. It was like, that's a perfect moment. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yours is worth money. Yours is probably not worth too much money, but
thanks.
But it means a lot.
But it means a lot.
It means a lot to me.
Well, I mean, then I want it. I figured one of you would have said, I want the Jamal murdering DJ Augustine or DJ
Go for it. Oh, don't help him. I wanted him to really try this.
Yeah. I want that, or I want the Murray.
You know what that would be?
And then walking back, going, "Come on,
go home." Yeah, but that one would be great. Actually, I didn't even think about that. That one, the 3 in the eye. But the dunking on Bucks culture. Here's the thing, though. Do you know what that card would be called? Technically, the headline would be Jamal Murray offensive foul, because that's how they're like labeled.
Yeah. I want it. That's like. Do you remember Billy Ripken? Had the baseball bat that said "fuckface" on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, that became like a collector's item because they had to recall all of them. That's what I want. I want the one that's like, it seems like
awesome.
it's...
Yeah.
The thing with baseball, because I'm not really a baseball guy, is people tell stories that make baseball seem way cooler than what it
then you watch baseball and you're like,
yeah, like that sounds like a cool story. I would like that guy just hearing that.
Yeah.
But it's baseball.
So my number one, my white whale, I think would be the one-handed slinger from the Joker. Do you remember this call from Chris Marlowe?
They went to Fareed?
Well, it did go to Fareed, yes.
I had that on mine.
Because to me, do you remember what day that took place?
Was that the 15th?
That was December 15th,
Holy
2017.
shnikes.
Or 16. That was the spiritual birth of Jokic ball. Like, there were moments between there, and we saw little flashes, but I remember that pass being the first one where I'm like, this isn't just a good passer. This guy, like, is...
Yeah.
You know, you think, like, oh, he could be Joakim Noah level pass. That was when you were like... All right, that guy's actually something.
That was literally the first one on my list.
Magic Johnson.
That was the first one on my list. And then
the first one on mine.
Until they vacated that DJ, not Augustine, Wilson offensive foul.
What about the Wancho shimmy?
That was in my mind. That was going to be like
Wancho shimmy would be a great one. Are you kidding me?
That'd be so good. It also would probably go for some money. Like that was a cool moment.
Oh my God! What else we got?
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of good.
I want to hear what's high on your list here.
Murray drops Steven Adams.
Yeah, that's a great one. And there's a great crowd. Like, whoa!
Yo, I want the Facu pass from the last game where he threw it backwards.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I want the
incredible.
Double charge.
Double charge?
Yeah, the double. Facu actually had a very top shotable last game.
He really did. He had like 7 top shots.
And then the Mason Plumlee 3 too.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. The
big awkward white guy shooting 3-pointers.
That's my whole thing, man. That's it, baby.
That's your whole
Key
thing.
to my heart.
That's a top celebration, man.
God.
I think the Murray dunk to get 50 is a pretty cool one too.
Oh yeah.
That's like the coolest way to get 50. Honestly, the coolest way.
The run out. Jamal hits the running three on Kawhi. The Nuggets get the stop. They run it out. Jeremy
a double
dunks
top shot.
It's a double top shot.
The Game 7 Jokic elevating over Rudith Gobert.
Yeah. You know which one for Jokic over Gobert I like is the Sombor in the 7. In part because if you go back and watch that one, Jokic hits the Sombor. And then he runs back to the bench and does like a movement I've never seen him do before. I've never seen him do this before, but it's a total who wants some of this?
Oh yeah, dude. Obviously, we want the MPJ Mike shot.
Yeah, Mike. Mike, because it has a name. That one would go for a lot of money.
He inexplicably shot that 3 rows up and hit it. We were like, no, yes.
All right. Well, that was fun. Sometimes when I'm bored,
sure.
I like to look and see what's going on online.
Oh, you as well. That's actually that's a way that I actually like to spend my time as well. I like to go online. That's a way I like to pass a lot of my time. I don't know about you, Dev.
I definitely like
Look at Dev's face.
Okay. Well, with that, I don't know if we've heard the sound effect or if we're officially in it yet, but all the same, guys, I'd like to take you on a trip online if you don't mind. So
let's do it.
First and foremost, we have a picture of a young NBA player. I don't know if you're able to tell who it is, first and foremost, or if we're able to bring this up.
Kale, can we go online with D-Line? Is there?
Kale, are you actually online right now?
There it is. Can people see that or no?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no. Kale's having a meltdown at the computer.
I'm just going to tell the people out there that this picture is an amazing picture. Like, just looking at it. Because first I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Then also to think about it, it looks like a vintage, like old classic picture. Like for this guy to not be as old as he is.
Just let your mind wander, everybody.
It looks like an old picture.
There we go.
We got it. Hey!
Look at this adorable scene with father and son sharing a warm moment after what looks to be maybe a tournament, maybe in Canada.
I'd bet it's in Canada.
That's Jamal.
Young Jamal Murray. Look at his little squish face. Don't you? And his
squish face
and his big shoes. The one thing I don't like.
His shoes do look huge. He does definitely have the little kid whose feet grew faster than the rest of his body.
They're both carrying a trophy. Unclear if it's a participation trophy or if he earned it. He's a millennial, so it might be a participation trophy.
His dad looks like. First off, he looks like Sway in the morning. Then he has the Kobe Bryant Band-Aid sticker around his finger. So he was probably mentally in the game. Jamal probably just went for 45.
Was it possible?
I know. How many do you think Jamal had in this game? Right? You're right. He easily had 50. Just
but is it possible that his knuckle is bandaged from punching his young son in the chest to toughen him up?
Jamal looks like, I'm excited. I just scored 45 and my dad wanted me to go for 50. I'm going to have to go shoot free throws. I missed one free throw.
Yeah.
He's like, it's snowing outside. I got to do push-ups later.
Push-ups in the snow. Well, so
Jamal
I don't love
happy.
that he's wearing a Raptors jersey, but what are you going to do? He's Canadian.
He's wearing it says Raptors on it, but it's purple. I guess it is purple. Yeah, they were purple back in the day.
Back in the day. Look at
that. Is weird.
Jamal.
I'm like, they're purple. Couldn't be Raptors. That's
all
weird.
right. Well.
They just abandoned purple.
What else is going on online these days, guys? Are we able to see Kale? So this is another. We're really into youth sports in this.
Yeah, wow. What have you been perusing lately?
Look at this little guy. Comes down. I don't know if you noticed he double dribbled, picked up his shot, travels, makes it.
Splash.
Look at this. Dame time! So the only
actually Nate Duncan just quote tweeted this with, but he didn't get back and play defense.
Yeah, that's Dame time.
Actually, horrible percentage, really bad shot. He's a foot step inside the 3-point line, just really inefficient.
Really, the only thing to take from this is that Damian Lillard has poisoned our youth.
Yeah, is this here? Do you know where this is? Is this in Portland? Is this in? It's not in Colorado, right?
I have no information on this.
Okay, all right.
Thanks, Eric.
I have no idea.
If I'm a parent in the crowd, I'm so upset that this kid is celebrating on my team. He just double dribbled twice, so you got to teach him how to dribble before he does all that damn.
And he travel. I know, right? Like it's a little premature. They're a little lax on the rules, but it doesn't stop him from just absolutely clowning.
But a great shot and a splash. It didn't touch no
one. It was a special moment.
It was a special moment.
I would take that top shot.
So here's a tweet from one Adam Mares.
Oh, this one's
where we break down what happened in the last game where Nikola Jokic, the Joker, got very upset.
This is a phenomenal moment.
So you see,
I
he
want
goes
this
into
as a
his
top shot. Actually, this is number one.
He gets fouled by Enes Kanter.
Light foul,
but all the same. So why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Why are you fucking laughing?
Why the f are you laughing at? Look at that face, man. Look at those crazy eyes.
And if you, look at him get wound up. And if you remember, he was like in the ref's face, like had to be pulled back.
Yeah.
And all I can guess is that he was calling for a foul like he'd been every time down.
Yeah.
And the ref had just was like, started laughing like, dude, I'm not going to give you a foul. And the Joker was tired of hearing it, man. He went off. This is the most exhilarating / terrifying thing I've ever seen happen from our beautiful boy.
Yeah.
How do we know that that's what he said?
We're guessing. I think you could see it though. I feel like it's 90% certain.
No. That's like 45%.
What do you think he's saying? What do you think he's saying?
I haven't taken a look at it. I just.
What do you mean? How do you know if you say he said it's 40%?
No,
I wanted to know. Taken a look
I thought
at
we
it.
had like transcripts or something.
We've got it.
Transcripts? Like there's somebody sitting on the court side that's thinking.
We've literally got it.
We have it right here. Look at this.
Look.
Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Why the F are you laughing at me? Yeah, like I think it's pretty clear, man.
Wow. I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
You don't see it, Dad.
Well,
so I haven't seen the movie The Joker that has but I do. There's that line in there where somebody says like, don't they ask him what are you laughing at? And he says you wouldn't understand or whatever. This is like the opposite of that. It's like the opposite where he's like, why are you laughing at me? I like that Jokic's Joker origin story is like opposite of the conventional one.
Yo, all I know is that Jokic is no joke. The man is no joke. I'm terrified. All right, one last thing. One programming note / an online development. Two of our young, naive former interns are going for what it turns out is actually known as the Me versus Nuggets Challenge, but I just call it the Nugget Challenge, whereby our beautiful boy Ben and our less beautiful, more haggard boy Kale are going to go head-to-head, not only against each other, but against Nuggets themselves and the Denver Nuggets. They have to eat one chicken nugget for every point.
Did
the Denver
Ben go
Nuggets
to pick these up? Is that
no, he's about to. He's right over there.
He's right over there. Oh, look at that.
He's going to go pick them up. They have to eat one.
You might as well go now. You're
chicken
not going to
nugget.
get back in time, Ben.
It's all right. He can catch back up. But let's see some. There's been some notable participants in this Nugget Challenge that have failed recently. Look, Larry Nance Jr. set up all of these nuggets ready to go.
I feel like barbecue sauce. It's too much sugar.
Yeah, well, he didn't think about it. Guess what happened to him? He failed.
Yeah.
Who else failed? Just last week, our own beloved Katie Wingy throwing in the white towel
55.
At 55. So I don't know if DraftKings has officially.
I have a line.
Put a line.
I'm going to set a line.
Oh, okay. So what's the line?
I think that for Ben, I'm going to say 77.
77.
That's
for
a very
Kale,
good number.
I'm going to say 69.
Oh,
nice.
Doctor.
Nice.
Wow, those are fighting words. 69.
Yeah, I don't think that.
70.
I don't think
Kale, you did such a good job of you dropped all that weight. Now you just got to throw it
Add
all
it all
away.
back in
So
one
we're
night.
gonna be
Just one night of binge
for
eating.
30 Twitter
Make
likes.
sure if you're not
Unbelievable.
already, make sure you're following the DNVR Nuggets Twitter handle. We'll be giving updates all night long, little drop-ins, little clips. Enjoy their pain with us like we will. Okay.
All right, so now it's that time. We open up the DraftKings Sportsbook app,
it's
the number
time
one
to make money.
sportsbook app in all of America, and we're going to look at some of the lines. Who wants to take this away? Actually, Dev, you had some takes. Let's throw it to you.
Let's hope for the mega over, by the way, because it corresponds with the number of nuggets that these
The
two
line's
eat.
moved up. It's 8.
Yep.
I got to help you here? What's going on
I
here?
had to pull it up, but now
I'm throwing threw him a wide open pass. This is a Murray. I threw it to him. He's wide open. He's like,
Unbelievable.
No, I have to
Shot
log
faking.
in. If you guys have DraftKings, they make you log
They do
in
make you
every
log-
single
that's
time.
true.
If you look
Yeah,
away from
it's
it,
safe. Thank God it's
makes
safe.
you
Trying to mess
do it.
around with your money, bro.
Super duper safe. Super duper safe. So now that
I
we're
appreciate
here,
that feature about them, actually. So.
the line went to, it was at 7.5. It's at 8 now. They seen the Davis Bertans is out today, which is pretty big. -8. 8 is a whole lot of points just because the Wizards they're on a streak right now. They're really hot. I mean, they lost to the Clippers, but they've been playing pretty well before this. They also just came off of a win against the Nuggets, so maybe they feel like they have their number.
I hope they feel that way.
Yep. So -8. I am not going to take that. I just
Do you
can't.
think Denver has revenge on their mind, or is like the Wizards? They're just like it was just a game.
I don't think they like explicitly have it on their mind, but like when you play somebody that you just played that beat you, like you want to beat them.
Okay.
But I don't think they're like, oh, you wizard.
They didn't circle the calendar.
Well, I do think that they're like, we shouldn't have lost to them.
Yeah.
We gotta beat them tonight.
Totally.
So we're gonna do everything we have to do to beat them tonight. There's
Okay.
no way you lose to them twice. Also, they already know that they lost to a couple of other teams that they weren't supposed to lose to. So I think that this is a game that Malone did keep. He probably continued to talk about, hey, these bad teams are beating you guys. You guys are probably a bad team. So there's probably some motivation into that. We'll start with you today, B. What is your line of the day?
I'm glad you asked because I haven't picked one yet. I like MPJ over 15.5. I think
I do too, actually. You know what? I'm putting it on.
Part of that is because
2 units.
I think there might be less required of him on the defensive end in terms of knowing where to be.
Got Hachimura.
Just with no Bertans out there, though, because that's just
Oh,
like
that's true.
rotating.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or multiple rotations within a given possession where sometimes he falls
There's no
asleep.
Jamal
so
Murray line for points.
it's possible,
bunch of
guys,
cowards.
that MPJ gets plenty of run tonight. I like him at 15.5.
I like
over
that line
15.
too. I
What
like
is
that
what is
line.
your lock of the day, Adam?
My lock of the day? I don't know if I have a lock of the. You know what I'm going to take? My lock. I've said this 3 times. It's never hit. Jokic triple-double. I'm throwing a unit on it. I'm going to hit one of these at some point.
Your lock is a
His lock is a very unlikely plus 250 bet.
But if he does hit it, like that has to
Exactly.
like, make him look
Is
like
this like
he
their
is a beast.
is this their
out
first
here.
day gambling? I don't understand it, man. Come on.
You know what's a really crazy line? Bradley Beal is 30.5. Obviously, we know he scores 30 on any given night. No Gary Harris, but that's a lot of points. Dev, would you touch that one?
That is my lock. My lock of the game is Bradley Beal to go for
bummer lock,
30,
dude.
30 and a half. I know that you guys are Nuggets fans, but I'm here to make you guys money. That's what this line is. So
Yeah,
I think that
that's-
30 and a
that's what
half
they
is the
are.
one. Also, if you take it back to the last game, Bradley Beal had 10 assists. That is not something that he does like on the regular. Also, he had about 27 or something like
Yeah.
real points on top of that, and that was with Gary Harris. They don't have Gary Harris tonight. I think that this is a high-scoring game. To have a high-scoring game, you have to have Bradley Beal go off, and I think he does.
Yeah. I also, is there anything else you like here, Eric?
No,
You know,
I'm looking at this,
DraftKings
like-
is really catching on. They're getting smarter.
Yeah, like Jokic's line is really high on all of his like.
That's because he's going to crush it.
28.5 points, 12 rebounds, 8.5 assists. Like,
It's because he
They-
didn't
they
play
know.
very well and went for 41.
oh man,
Recently.
they're certainly
Like
on
a
Jokic.
underwhelming
Well, no,
game. Oh,
if
wait,
you remember, like
41.
Jokic had an incredible first half and then trailed off. Like that was like his right after Boston where he.
Mo
every
Wagner's
shot-
guarding him, man. He's better go off.
Those were the consecutive first quarters in which he had 15 on 6 for 6.
Yep.
You know, I kind of do like Jokic points. I know it's really high. 28.5. I don't like it 28.5.
28 and a half
So
is so
high.
high,
It's
but
so
we've seen
high.
him go for like 18, 19 in the first half. It just
Yeah.
kind of look, and he's coming off of a game
Yo.
that he had a field goal like it was the fifth like most he's ever taken.
I'll tell you the
So-
lock of the game.
Jokic under 28 and a half is another lock that I would go.
I
with.
have a better lock.
Lock of the game is Jamal Murray over 2.5 threes.
You think?
That's the lock of the game.
That's not my lock. I'll get.
Well,
that is a good one though.
it's
That is a
the
good-
lock,
It is
so-
the lock. All right. I do have a lock. Nuggets 2.5 in the first quarter. I like the Nuggets in their first quarters have been great.
I like this.
First quarters and it's 2.5.
I'm with
I feel
you on
like
that
Nuggets
one.
get out. I think the Nuggets have a nice lead. Knock on wood. I like it. We're very split on our bets tonight, guys. Usually we're more
Yeah,
cohesive.
yeah.
This
well,
is
these lines are like they're getting a little.
they're getting
intense.
smart. They're getting smart. And also when it's a high
getting mad
scoring.
real. I know.
Yeah,
They're
and
predicting
they,
so
they
much.
made it so that the Nuggets are highly favored for one, and then they think that everybody on the Nuggets is going to go off. So there has to be
Right.
some type of disparity on our end because it's like you start.
It's Jokic.
Jokic at 48
it's
and a
Jokic.
half.
20, 22, 12, and 11 tonight. 22, 12, and 11.
And he
Lower
will still
scoring.
be under his points,
He'll still
rebounds, and
be-
assists.
he'll still be
and he'll be
under.
under on his points.
Yeah.
He's going to be under on everything if you go off of that.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, to this pregame show. We're going to be back, of course, as always, in the postgame lounge. Can't
Winners
wait to see you
Lounge.
there.
Winners Lounge.
And also, again, like D-Line said, be following the social media account here at DNVR_Nuggets to find out how our young bloods are doing. Trying to.
Our young sodium-filled blood.
Oh, they're
Ben
going to be.
already looks a little defeated.
Kale is going to vomit
started
everywhere.
yet.
It's going to be so disgusting. All right, we'll
the
see everybody then.
The best part is they're both single. Oh, I can't wait.